Today I will be removing my baby's cradle cap. So the things that you'll need here would be breast milk, and I just put it in a Philips Avent bottle. This is about 6 fluid ounce of breast milk. We won't be using it all, but I'll be using maybe 1 or 2 ounce, and then the rest I'll be dumping into the basin for her bath milk. And then over here you can see this is the little basin that I have prepared for her. Now the water temperature, you would always want to use a thermometer, and over here it's 100 Fahrenheit. Okay, and then I also have this container that I would be using to scoop the water and pour onto her head and her body. This is from Skip Hop. So the secondary comb I have here is a soft bristle brush, which I'll be using afterwards once her hair is wet. And final comb would be this fine tooth black comb at the end when she's done her session, just to remove any of the scales. Okay, and then you'll also need shampoo after for the final rinse. And I use the CeraVe baby wash and shampoo. It's pretty gentle. Now let's begin. So you can see here, this is what her scale looks like. So they're pretty flaky right now and they're yellow. So the goal is to remove some of it, not all of it. You know, you're not going to get that in one session. So you can see throughout the back parts of it is not so bad. It's just mainly the front portion of the hair that you'll see these scales. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and typically I would just pour breast milk all over the scalp and the hair. And then once the scalp is wet, then we can go ahead and massage the hair. Gently massage it. Now, obviously I'm holding my phone, so it's a little bit more challenging and difficult, but when you're not doing that, you have both hands, just gently massage it. Baby loves the massages. And as you can see, I'm adding more milk to the hair. And you basically just continue doing that. And then you just let it, you know, the process for like 5 minutes. You don't want to do it too long because then the baby's gonna get annoyed and uncomfortable. So I'll be right back. So I'm at the stage where the hair is fully saturated with breast milk. And now this is where I would actually lightly comb the flakes. So you can see that removed that big chunk there. You just kind of do it throughout the head. Okay. And once that's done, then you would put your baby into the tub and then you would just rinse her with a bucket of water and soap, and then rinse again. So now I have about 5 ounces. I'll be pouring that into the water. You just want to mix that up. So the water is going to be cloudy. You want to mix it up. Okay. And then you just go ahead and pour water on top of the baby's head, like this. Okay, so now you can see I'm using this brush here, and we just gently brush the flakes out in the hair, like that. Okay. So we're at the final stage where I have pat dried her hair with a towel and it's air dried now. This is where I would use this comb here and kind of just go over any of the flakes that are remaining. Now, you can see it's much more improved. There's still, like I said, going to be some, flakes here. You're not going to remove 100% in one of those sessions, and we just kind of gently pick off whatever we can, and we don't want to agitate it. So, the ones that come onto our hair, I just kind of remove that. So, and that's the end of process. So her hair is all dry now, and as you can see, when I lift up her hair, there's still going to be flakes of scales of, the cradle cap, but even though they do look like you can scratch them off or pick them, I do not recommend doing that. These ones are actually sitting flat on her head, so they're not quite ready to be removed yet. So again, this whole entire process is going to take a few sessions. So just kind of wait until they become loose and then remove them. You don't want to irritate the baby's skin. It could cause some sort of infection. So that's what it looks like after the wash. And cradle cap typically comes and goes away on its own, so there isn't really anything that you need to do. But if you would like to try this method out, give it a try, and feel free to leave your comments of what worked. If there's any other products that you would suggest or you guys have tried, that will be helpful for other moms and parents. Thank you. Bye-bye.